Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, tonight Manchester City face Crystal Palace at the Etihad Stadium. This match happens to be the outstanding match of Manchester City. They should have played this in the game week 31. So playing this would have will balance the game for Manchester City and Arsenal playing 36 games apiece. So as it stands tonight, the referee that will be officiating the match is Stuart Atwell at the Etihad Stadium. Injury update for Manchester City. Manchester City still missing Rodri. Rodri has been a very, very important player for Manchester City over the years. And like we've rightly seen is that whenever Manchester City are not having Rodri on the field, they somewhat have some issues with the balance between defense and attacking, probably conceding more goals in places where they ought not to. Um, they are missing also Guardiola, but it's a long-term injury, and they have a lot of cover in that particular regard. O'Reilly and the likes, Ake, Netanyahu, and also others that can cover in that left back row and centre back. But as it stands, that defensive midfield role, I think there is no one in that Manchester City team that even Nico Gonzalez is just trying his best, but that can fit in rightly into the role of Rodri. Yeah, they have not been as good as he has been. But despite that fact, they're going to be missing him tonight once again. Crystal Palace on their own and Oliver Glasner will be trying as much as possible to put his best team that can compete against Manchester City. The last time in his press conference, he was asked, because Manchester City were playing Crystal Palace and Arsenal also will be playing Crystal Palace. Arsenal will be playing Crystal Palace on the last match day of the season. And that match comes just 4 days before the Europa Conference League final. So a lot of questions have been asked. Will he be selecting a weaker team versus Arsenal? How will that impact the title race and all of this? I just think a lot of people are just trying to gaslight Oliver Glasner and Crystal Palace. They are going to do what is best for them as a club. A lot of people have been resting players for European competitions all through the season. We saw that with Aston Villa. We saw that with Nottingham Forest. So they are not going to be the first person. They are not going to win the EPL. And I think the best thing Oliver Glasner has responded to the press with was that he's going to do the best thing for Crystal Palace. That's what he's representing. He's not concerned with Arsenal or Manchester City. I'm not saying this because this is advantage to Arsenal, irrespective of how it will be. Even at that game, tonight's game is at the Etihad Stadium, while the game against Arsenal on the last day is at Selhurst Park. So they have their fans and everything. Whatever thing he decides, that's the best. Let the best team win in this particular game. But for me, I hope they can do the deed tonight. At least get a point from Manchester City, draw them if possible, which I think is very, very unlikely. Set piece from Crystal Palace have been very tremendous this season. So let's see how Guardiola and his boys wants to defend themselves against them tonight. Guys, share with me in the comment section your prediction for the